Hello, everyone. My name is Marquessa Petway, a business reinvention expert and speaker in New York City. I'm also a proud columnist for Speaker Magazine, and I am doing a special feature called The Celebrity Speaking Path. Now, I have to tell you this. I could not do this feature, and it's actually two parts, without speaking to the one person I consider the biggest celebrity speaker in the world, and I think you would agree with me. Les Brown, how you doing, Les?
I'm better than good, better than most, and sometimes even better than
Yes.
that.
Well, I love it. I'm so glad I got you because you're in some country somewhere doing something, and I had to get you on here. Now, this is not our first time talking. We go way back, but I had
Yes,
to get you on here. Remember when you came to New York City?
absolutely. Yeah.
And you tow it up here. So let's jump into it because folks are listening and they want to know less. They want to be a celebrity. Yeah, it's nice to have the money. Yeah, it's nice to have the fame. But what they really want is more impact. They want more folks to know who they are. And frankly, they want meeting planners to hire them, not just on their topic, but on their name. So Les, can you just give us some advice on what would you tell, and it could be a speaker at any level, some of the smart moves you made that led to you being who you are right now?
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity. When I came into the industry, Earl Nightingale was alive, Zig Ziglar was alive, Jim Rohn was alive, Robert Schuller was alive. What I noticed, these were very knowledgeable guys and had incredible content. But the average person did not have the wherewithal to break through that good old boys club and become recognized and develop a level of legitimacy so that they could be considered a celebrity speaker or be paid by Procter & Gamble, McDonald's Corporation, General Electric, and so on. So I wanted to know what was the missing formula. And one day, when I was listening to Earl Nightingale, it hit me like a ton of bricks that Earl did not have a personality. If you listen to any of his material, and I mean, it's great. He's a prolific speaker, and there's no one who has this more potent content. But Earl never laughed. Earl never shared the personality of him as a person, as a human being. He gave you some great content, result of his great research in his life, but you did not feel close to him. You did not feel like he was your friend or your buddy. So I decided that as a speaker, that it would be driven by stories and by an experience. If information could change people, everybody would be skinny, rich, and happy. But Oliver Wendell Holmes says that you can change a person's life with an experience. And as a result of the experience, the people leave your presence feeling better about themselves, but talking about you. Because when you speak, people are asking three questions when you grab that microphone. Who are you? What do you have? And why should I care?
Mm-hmm.
And the experience that you create from that, once a woman or man's mind has been expanded from a concept or experience, it can never be satisfied to going back to where it was. So you've made your mark. And those people will leave there talking about you. I have people who are booking me now who heard me when they were in fifth grade. I mean, that is amazing. And paying me to come in to tell the stories that they heard me tell when they were in fifth grade. And so having stories that you become known by, stories that create an experience that expand a person's vision of themselves beyond their circumstances and mental conditioning, you, because of that impact, will be able to build yourself and a brand base of becoming a celebrity.
Wow. Now, Les, it's so funny because I was on a blab the other day, and you're quoted like a million times a day. I think you know this. And the person said, "Yeah, one of the things I've learned from Les Brown is all about telling the story. You got to have the story." And although I agree with that, Les, you're kind of in a special lane with that. I mean, you are, in my opinion, the best storyteller out there. But would you say that
Thank you.
every other speaker should just count on their story? Or is it solving a problem or identifying their expertise? Can you just give some clarity, for all of those who are listening?
Listen, as speaking, story is everything. Because stories allows you to navigate an experience. And so, as you know, when you're speaking, you never make a point without a story. And you never tell a story without a point.
Mm-hmm.
So when you integrate humor and drama and insight and content in the equation, you're going to have a powerful recipe that will cause people to leave there and make phone calls on the way home saying, I just heard my sister and she was incredible. She changed my life.
Wow. What's interesting too is everyone knows your story, Les. I mean, my goodness, from not, being told that you weren't that smart as a kid to, not growing up with your mother. I mean, all these different trials and tribulations you've gone through. What if someone out there, an aspiring speaker, what if they don't have a story that's just that transformational? What would be your advice for them?
First of all, we have an example. Marianne Williams, she wrote a book called The Return to Love.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a person who is a very good speaker. However, Marianne Williams never told her story. She wrote a book about a book and became a celebrity speaker. Now, come on. If you listen to her, you know nothing about her. And she wrote the book about a book called A Course in Miracles. Mm-hmm. That book changed her life. So when Marianne speaks, she says, according to the Course in Miracles. She quotes that like it's Bible. It's like it's the Bible. But she wrote a book about a book and spoke around the world and became a celebrity. So now that is an example. If she can do that, then we can all do it if we're willing to make the commitment.
That is true. What do you think stops speakers from making it? What are some of the mistakes you see out there in the industry?
What stopped me for 14 years was fear.
Wow.
For 14 years, I did not speak because I didn't think I was good enough. I didn't think I had the credentials. In fact, I know. I didn't think I could compete with people with college degrees, PhDs, and MBAs. And so I eliminated myself. Then I heard a speaker say something that grabbed me to the effect. He said, there's someone here who can speak, someone here who loves this, someone here has a passion for changing people's lives. You know who you are. But the reason that I'm standing up here holding this microphone and you're seated out there is because I represent the thoughts you have rejected for yourself.
Wow.
I was at a Bob Proctor meeting, and I got up and went and called my mentor, and I yelled in the phone, Mike, I'm not rejecting myself anymore. He said, Brownie, are you all right? I said, no, I'm not rejecting myself anymore. And that was the beginning of Les Brown as the speaker.
Wow. Ugh. I can't imagine this world without Les Brown. Without.
I plan to be here a long time. You're calling me at a breakthrough time. I'm giving 3 more speeches, and then I probably will not speak again for over a year or 2 years.
Really?
Because I'm suffering with a sciatic nerve. And tomorrow I go on stage and Darren Hardy is speaking and I'm the last speaker. And I'm speaking in a wheelchair because of the excruciating pain in my back and it goes down your leg. Mm. And I'm not ashamed of being in a wheelchair. I hold my head up as they reel me through the airport and people say, is that Les Brown in a wheelchair?
Wow.
I can't stand at the podium. But there's a lesson in this, which I'm going to talk about tomorrow, which will keep me up most of the night. There's a story in this. That life can change in a moment.
Wow.
And you have to handle it. If life throws you a curve, knock it out the park. It is painful. Every day I live with pain. Painful night before last when my young son had to help me bathe and get out of the tub. To cry in front of him and my two other sons. Because I couldn't go to a speaking engagement because I was hurting so badly. That's painful. I've only, and since 1980, I've only missed one speaking engagement. I never knew about sciatic nerve or back pain. I know now. And I'm going to learn from this. There's something here for me. And I'm not the first, nor will I be the last. But I'm speaking tomorrow. I told my kids, they flew in to be with me. Is you sure? I said, trust me. My voice matters. And I was born to speak. And there are people who are dealing with greater challenges than a sciatic nerve. And they're not allowing those things to stop them from living their dream. When I speak, I feel like I'm pleasuring God. When I speak, there's something that happens to me I can't explain. And that it demonstrates to me that I'm in alignment with what I'm supposed to do.
Well, first of all, thanks for sharing that with us and me. And you just need to know how much you mean to us. And, you know I feel so bad that you're going through this lesson. I know everybody else is listening to this. Their heart is just getting so big for you. For you to say, first of all, we hate you being in pain, but for you to say that, missing a speaking engagement hurt you so much, because every time you open your mouth, you change a life. But but something you need to hear, this is 2016. You can, just like you're on the phone right now, and folks will hear this, you're changing my life as the interviewer. You're going to change many lives when they hear this, unless you do not have to be on a stage in order for someone to hear that inspiration that you just say or share every time you open your mouth. So you got to know that. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak by phone.
Good.
I won't travel because the seats on the plane, it's very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
However, I can speak by phone and they project you on a big screen.
There you go.
So that's how I'll do it. Yes. But I appreciate you. Is there anything else?
Yeah, I would just say one final point to all those who are listening. Now, I've interviewed quite a few celebrity speakers in this series, and as I said, I was most excited about talking to you. Some will say that they got on TV shows, and others because of their book and their big brand and personality. And I think for you, it was your story. What would you like to say to that person that's listening that says, "Oh, I can see the celebrity, but I don't know what hasn't been done or what I can do." What is it that you want to say to that speaker that's listening right now?
What has been done by people who have a unique signature print. All of us have an energy signature. And when we speak, when we are on stage, when we are before an audience, when we are holding a microphone, and we release those words into the universe, lives are being transformed. You will have a unique energy signature. Don't neglect that. Your voice matters. It doesn't matter about everybody else. What matters is you. You have greatness within you. God has something in mind when He created you. Your voice matters. And there's somebody, when you speak, as a result of your speaking, their lives will be saved. I have over 193 letters from people who said, "You saved me from killing myself," from around the world. That's humbling. That's humbling. And I believe that the mandate on my life now is to train like 7 speakers who want to master the art and become great speakers and learn how to transform audiences. And I say the quickest route or path to becoming a celebrity speaker is to get some coaching on how you can speak and change people's lives in the process. When you do that, you will accelerate the process of your becoming a celebrity speaker.
Wow. How can folks get in touch with you? Maybe they want to be one of those 7 speakers that you mentor.
LesBrown77@gmail.com.
LesBrown77@gmail.com. Well, I must say, just as Marquessa, someone has known you for years and has had personal interactions with you, I consider you a friend. I'm hungry. Yes. I'm hungry because of you, and you know that's your saying.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Les, and I'll stay in touch, okay? And feel better and know that we're thinking of you.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Keep me in your prayers.
I sure will. Thank you.